Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. We're going to do something really fun today. We're learning essential, everyday English by stepping right into a real-life scenario, traveling on a bus. We're going to treat this whole thing like a conversational role play, so you are ready to use these exact words the minute you step outside. Okay, let's dive into this.
I want you to literally visualize something with me for a second. Imagine you're grabbing your bag, you're opening your front door, and stepping out into the fresh air to start your day. You have somewhere to be, and you need to take public transit to get there. So, are you ready to catch the bus? Because your English learning journey for today starts right now, right on the sidewalk outside your home.
As you're walking down the street, you need a way to describe your current action. I actually want you to say this out loud with me, right wherever you're sitting or standing. Ready? I am going to the bus stop. Excellent. Now imagine you've arrived. You look around, maybe there are a few other folks waiting there, and you say, I am waiting for the bus. Saying these phrases out loud is absolutely crucial because it builds your speaking confidence instantly. You're already communicating your plans clearly and effectively.
All right, imagine the heavy doors swing open. You step aboard. But wait, you need to make sure this is actually the right route. Here is where our role play really kicks into high gear. You are the traveler and you ask the driver, does this bus go to the city center? And the driver responds, yes, it does. And this brilliantly illustrates how a very simple, direct question can completely solve a major transit problem before it even begins. You don't need complex grammar, you just need to know how to ask for your destination.
Okay, so you're on the right bus, but now you need to pay for your ride. This is a quick, real-time transaction, and clear pronunciation is your absolute best friend here. Step 1. You look right at the driver and say clearly, I need a ticket. The driver will likely ask you Step 2. Where are you going? And for Step 3, you deliver your destination nice and clear. Let's practice saying it slowly together. I am going to the market. Perfect. You've just successfully bought your fare.
The driver hands over your paper ticket, or maybe they tap your card. What is our immediate response? Thank you very much. I want to heavily focus on the pronunciation here, guys. It's not just about knowing the words. It's about the delivery. Make sure you get that nice, soft TH sound in thank, and a really clear V in very. Clear, polite communication is totally key in everyday life, and a bright thank you very much goes a long way with transit workers.
Ticket in hand, you're making your way down the aisle of the bus. You're looking left, you're looking right. Boom, you spot a great place to sit. Out loud, claim your spot. Say it with me, I want to sit near the window. You approach the spot, you check that no one's bag is sitting there, and you state, this seat is empty. Seriously, feel free to actually point at a chair in your room right now and practice saying it out loud. Connecting that physical action to the English phrase really helps lock it into your memory.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that we are moving from just surviving the bus ride to actually interacting with our community. Let's do a little back and forth dialogue. You sit down, make eye contact with the person next to you, and initiate the small talk. Hello, how are you? And the fellow passenger replies, I'm fine, thank you. It is simple, it is friendly, and it's a fantastic way to practice your daily English.
Let's keep this immersive environment going. I am going to play the passenger, and I want you, the traveler, to ask me the question out loud. Ready? Go ahead and ask me. I am going to work. Fantastic. See? You just held a real conversation. As the chat wraps up, you can simply smile, nod, and say, have a nice day. It is a wonderful, polite way to end a brief interaction.
Sometimes, though, you might kind of lose track of where you are on the journey. These moments can be stressful, which is exactly why these vital questions are grouped together here. I want to pause after each one so you can actively repeat them. That way, you are prepared for any moment of uncertainty. Ready? Repeat after me. How many stops are left? Is this the right bus? Can you help me? Great job. Keeping these phrases in your back pocket means you will never be truly lost.
Let's talk about observing your environment. Part of building your vocabulary is describing what you see around you. If there are people standing in the aisles, you can say, the bus is very busy today. If you have plenty of space, you say, the bus is not crowded. And it doesn't stop with the bus interior. Look out the window. Saying something like, the weather is nice today, or there are many people on the street, basically turns a simple commute into an amazing vocabulary exercise.
You can also practice describing the road conditions. If the bus is stopping every few seconds and you're surrounded by cars, you can say, the bus is moving slowly, or there is a lot of traffic today. But if you are just cruising along without a care in the world, you say, the road is clear. Contrasting these phrases really helps you learn how to articulate exactly what is happening in your immediate environment.
Okay, let's move 2 and see how this builds. As you look out the window, you start seeing familiar buildings. Let's wrap up our journey. You start with step 1, my stop is coming. You gather your bags, stand up, and move to step 2. I am getting ready to leave. Finally, the bus pulls to a halt. The doors open. You step onto the pavement, and you achieve step 3, I have arrived. Notice how incredibly logical and structured that flow is.
But wait, what if someone is blocking your way to the exit doors? We absolutely have to spotlight the pronunciation and usage of this incredibly crucial phrase, excuse me. It is a polite, absolute necessity for navigating past people on a busy bus. Make sure to clearly pronounce the X sound and the S sound, excuse me. It signals to others that you need to pass without sounding aggressive or rude at all.
Before you completely step off the vehicle, let's remember our manners. If the driver answered your questions earlier, or if another passenger helped you figure out the stops, turn back quickly and say, "Thank you for your help." Expressing gratitude not only makes the other person's day way better, but it really reinforces your own positive associations with speaking English in public. So the crucial point is that learning English does not have to be difficult. It just requires a little bit of daily practice. Let's do a rapid-fire review of these most common sentences. I will read them, and I want you to repeat them right after me. Ready? Where is the bus stop? When will the bus arrive? How much is the ticket? Is this seat free? Can I sit here? What is the next stop? Please tell me when we arrive. I am getting off here. Outstanding work.
You know, every fluent speaker you have ever heard started exactly where you are right now, as a beginner. By simply practicing these phrases at home, on your way to school, or with your friends, you are building a massive foundation of confidence. You survived the role play, you bought the ticket, you made small talk, and you arrived at your destination. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Which leaves me with just one question for you. Where will your new English skills take you tomorrow? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy learning.